Picks for the week 3 recap. Pratt Sandhu here with Jer Sheen. What's going on, Jer?
Oh man, I had to use my voodoo powers today to help out my Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh,
Now, let me
wow.
explain to the viewers that every time, no matter what, if I bet on my team or bet against my team, I lose. So
Yes.
I used my voodoo powers to bet on New Orleans so my team would win, and it worked like a charm. So now we're 2-1 and in
What a
position
game.
to
What a
take
game.
control of this NFC East. We shouldn't have
Dallas
won that game.
Goddard.
I'm telling you, we
No,
should not have won that
Dallas
game. That was,
Goddard with that 61-yard play. Like, wow, that was the huge, like, just clutch. That was the game right there. And then Saquon put it away, but Jalen Hurts balled out. A couple early turnovers. I was like, oh, are you fucking kidding me?
it
But
was, it really looked bleak. 3-0 after the
right.
first half.
Yeah.
But
Well, Eagles
that's
didn't score till the fourth.
why they play. Yeah,
Eagles did not
yeah.
score a point until the fourth, and the Saints only. I don't. Did they have? They had one touchdown. That was the end of the game. They went for that too, and that was it. So
Yeah.
yeah, that was probably one of the games of the year for sure. Let's get your thoughts on Vikings Texans. That was a battle of two 2-0 teams. Texans only score 7 points. Sam Darnold,
I dog pick,
MVP.
baby.
Cashed your dog,
Yeah,
money line underdog. Yeah.
yeah, no, I liked it from the beginning. Just Houston kind of coming off that emotional win. They could have lost to the lowly Bears, and then I thought they were going in there a
Mhm.
little bit depleted. And yeah, Minnesota just keeps rolling. Team Darnold is just going crazy. They're hashtagging the
MVP.
snot out of everything. MVP,
That's
baby.
that's what the talk is right now. Either him or what's his name? There's another journeyman quarterback out that they're saying that's got a chance at MVP. So crazy stuff's happening right now. What were your thoughts on the Giants and Browns? Big upset. Giants winning 21-15.
Wow,
Daniel
my lowly
Jones.
gold pick.
Daniel Jones with the game of his life. At one point he was, I think, 18 for 20. I was like, is this Peyton Manning or?
Well, when you got Malik Neighbors out there looking like T.O., just
Yes.
uncoverable, just throw it at him and he will catch it.
Right.
Yeah, no Malik Neighbors, maybe that game ends 7-0
Oh yeah.
or 7-3 or
Definitely.
something. Um, Giants got a flicker of hope. Now
That
he's going to be
defense.
doubled every down.
Oh,
So
he should be. He's a beast of all beasts. So that was a sloppy game, but Giants they took care of biz. Thoughts on the Packers? Malik Willis, 26 of 30. Sorry,
revenge.
he, that was Levis. Willis had a big game. He even had 73 yards carrying the ball. 30-14 Titans. Wow, 0-3. Your thoughts?
Yeah, just Malik Willis, revenge game, showing the Titans what they gave up. Yeah, and now the Green Bay faithful doesn't have to worry so much. Maybe they even sit Jordan Love next week. Maybe heal fully.
That's an
Why
option,
not?
right? So
If he's balling out, right? Why not?
exactly. So let's move along to the Colts winning 21-16. Bears with a late garbage touchdown. Decent game for Caleb, you could say, at 363 yards. A lot of that was garbage time too, but 2 touchdowns. Jonathan Taylor balled out on the ground. Adunze had a good game for Chicago. Um, all in all, it was probably the sloppiest game of the week, I would say. You know what I mean? Pretty ugly.
Well, Chicago's defense, they pick when they want to show up. And
Right.
today, just couldn't take care of Jonathan Taylor, and they got a couple of
But like,
picks and everything. They were looking okay, but in the end,
yeah.
you got to hold them to less.
Well, like the Bears did not score in the first half. Texans did not score in the first half. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're not going to win many games going scoreless in a half. And yeah, I thought Colts needed it. They were not going to go 0-3 and try to get in the playoffs. I think DJ Moore got banged up for Chicago. Not good news for them. Keenan Allen's already out for them. And let's move along to Steelers 3-0, beating the Chargers. Herbert gets banged up late. Fields 245 in the air. And wow, Paul Fraser's team is just balling out 3-0.
Yeah. A
Props.
classic
Shout out.
Pittsburgh win. Low
Mm-hmm.
scoring, big
Oh, yeah.
defense. They
Chargers didn't score in the second half.
they've started 3-0, like I think 3 times in the last 10 years, and each time they made the playoffs. So
Right. And they haven't even
let's
played any
go
division games,
Steelers.
I think. So they're looking good. They're yeah, hopefully Herbert's back for the next game for the Chargers. I believe they're in KC or hosting KC next week. And then this was one of my this was my bronze game. I had the Broncos just laid up.
Oh
This I
wow.
thought this was the biggest upset of the week. 26-7. Bo Nix, 25 of 36. Him and Daniel Jones like put on some costumes or something. He had a great game. Cortland Sutton, 7 receptions, 68 yards. What were your thoughts on this one-sided affair?
Man, you just hit all the dogs this week. You were just doing
Mm-hmm.
your thing and didn't even need the points.
No,
Man,
it was 14
I
nothing before I could just snap, and look at it.
Denver's defense seemed stingy, but yeah, it was their offense that really sputtered. So it's like you're not going to win a game, but yeah, they came out and really showed the NFL what they can do. This Tampa Bay team though really confuses me. Shuts down Detroit one week
Mm-hmm.
and loses to the lowly Broncos the next. Yeah, this is going to be
Yeah,
one of these teams I'll probably try and stay away
letdown.
from. Jekyll and
They were
Hyde.
let down. I mean, it was a huge letdown game. They went on the road. They come back. No one's really, thinking they're going to lose. And, Denver just, 17 nothing. It was in the first quarter. So
The mighty
um,
NFC South is evening out.
it is. Yeah, I mean, that was one-sided. Let's move along to the Seahawks thumping the Dolphins 24-3. The Skylar Thompson era might be coming to an end.
I believe
Charbonnet,
so.
2 touchdowns on the ground. Metcalf, 104 in the air with a tud. Geno's got a chance at MVP. That was the other guy I was thinking of. Geno and Darnold are your front runners for MVP. Your
Miami's
thoughts?
defense looked great, but you
Yes,
can't keep
yeah.
them on the field the whole time. Like they're going to give up points eventually.
Right.
And Seattle did their thing, but
They did.
hats off to Miami's defense for keeping it even that close. And
Right.
yeah, Tyler Huntley, baby, Pro Bowl. Let's go. Bring him in.
He's gonna need some magic there in Miami because trade for Stafford, but who knows, right? And then there's rumors they're trying to trade for Bryce Young as well, but Seahawks stumped them 24-3. They could have easily been 40 to something, but Seahawks sputtered a little bit in the second and third quarters. And let's move along to the Panthers, the lowly Panthers, 36, the Raiders 22, 114 yards for
Uh,
Hubbard. Red rifle?
just stomping my silver pick into the ground. Yeah, this was definitely a wake up call. This was like, guys, if we don't do this, we're done. And let's do one for Canales. And yeah, they
Yeah,
came through. The defense stepped up. The Raiders are the
they did.
Raiders, and this Baltimore win was, I guess, a one-off with penalties and such. But
Yeah,
oh
it
man, I
was
thought they'd at least keep it close. That was disgusting.
it was a lot of garbage points at the end. I mean, Panthers were up 25, 26, something like that in the first 2.5 quarters right there. And I think they wanted to show the world that, hey, they're still a professional football team, and they move on to 1-2. Raiders drop to one
It's
and two. Their home
it's
opener as
got to
well.
be. It's got to be Bryce Young. Like that's the only thing that I see that well, and the defense really didn't
Yeah.
step up, but
Well,
wow, what a
you got to get,
difference.
yeah, Bryce Young, like he's not reading the plays right now. It's in his head. So sometimes you got to pine these guys and just say, hey, yo, just chill, watch it from the sideline. And like even what Brady was saying, like a lot of these guys get thrown into the fire, these rookies, and he's like he thinks it's like just terrible, right? Like
He
Caleb
won the job
Williams
in
hasn't,
camp, though.
but
Like I
even
don't
Caleb
understand. Like he
Williams
won the
hasn't
job in camp.
for sure. But
They've
Caleb
seen
Williams hasn't had
something.
the greatest start this year. Jaden Daniels is okay. He's been running a lot, but like it's just you can't just throw these guys into the fire and expect them to be stars. Is kind of what like this kind of was what I'm seeing a lot from these top ranked QBs, right? Like Trevor Lawrence, like he was first overall. Like everyone expect him to be blue chip. So a lot of these first overall busts, you could kind of say. But let's move along to probably the one of the best games of the week. I thought there was quite a few, but Ravens pulled off the Cowboys 28-25, 19 points in the fourth quarter by the Cowboys. A bit of a false final here. Dak throws for a bunch of garbage touchdowns and whatnot. But Derrick Henry gets going on the ground, 151 yards, 2 touchdowns. Your thoughts on this game?
And Derrick Henry showed them, and he was working out right down the street all summer, and they
Mm-hmm.
nothing, nothing. And
He shunned him.
Let's give Zeke a try. It's like, come on, you
Yeah.
guys.
Good
And
luck
now,
with
yeah,
that.
he showed him something, and Baltimore, I say they turn it around,
Right.
and they start winning some games here, figuring
They
shit out,
have
making sure the defense doesn't go back on their heels.
I'm
Um,
excited to them playing Buffalo next week, pending what Buffalo does on Monday night. And this was probably the upset of the week, if not the year. The Rams 27, 49ers 24. Kyron Williams, 2 touchdowns on the ground. Juwan Jennings goes off for SF, 175 in the air, 11 reception, 3 touchdowns. Unreal finish. What were your thoughts?
Wow, these divisional games, right? You just never
Division.
know. Every time, I don't care if the team coming in is 11-0 and the team they're facing is 0-11. If they
Right.
play them twice a year, it's yeah, that's why I think I'm gonna
Anyone's
try and
ball game, right?
stay
But I
away
mean
from
like
divisional games.
both teams were just banged up, right? So we can't really say too much, right? It's kind of that game. I think it was just whoever was there at the end of the game, and 49ers had a chance to kick a field goal to go up 10. They missed it. They could have punted it and pinned them and say, hey, drive the field and tie us. And they said, well, we're going to go for it. Big play by, I think it was Tutu Atwell. And then boom, Kyron Williams touchdown, tie it, and anything can happen. And yeah, that was major upset. I had them
Wow,
plus seven
yeah.
and a half, and
Didn't
I
he?
had him. I had him in my 10 game parlay, which is still alive. And then we're gonna finish it off with Lions 20, Cardinals 13, Montgomery with 105 on the ground, St. Brown with a touchdown, 75 yards. Kyler Murray's solid game, but not his usual dominant self. Um, Cardinals only score 1 touchdown.
It looked so
What are you
great in
thinking?
that first drive. Just rolling, nothing like if there wasn't a pass to be completed, he was rolling out, he's running, just everything seemed to be working out. Jonathan Gannon's defense held Detroit to 20 points. I guess that's okay. So yeah, this should have been Arizona's game. They've been going so good, and it's like, come on, you guys, like put up some points, but they just can't do it in the end. Um,
There were some crazy calls there where Kyler didn't get a 4th and 1 call, and then there was like a turnover that was overturned and high
so
leverage plays, right? So Detroit got that one, and yeah, that was there wasn't too many close games besides the Eagles and Saints in the early slot, and then this. this late slot. Baltimore Cowboys was kind of close at the end, but SF 49ers was close. But a lot of one-sided affairs I thought, and we still have the Monday night doubleheader, and then KC Atlanta, and KC's -3, Buffalo -5.5, Cincy -7.5 for all the respective games. Any other final thoughts that you want to throw at the people out there, Jer, about this crazy week 3?
Oh man,
It was a winning
stay
week for us.
away from parlays.
Four,
They're fun.
we went we went
Just a
four
little
and two
bit
this week, so
parlays.
another winning week. So we went 4-2. So
Yeah, I got hammered
we
this
do our
week.
thing.
My Jets was the only one that came through for me, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm gonna reevaluate. Everything's kind of filtering out. The cream is
Yeah,
rising to the top, and
yeah,
these bottom feeders they bit back this week.
they
Giants,
did.
Carolina.
Hmm.
So the Lonely Titans
Rams.
are the Rams. So
Yep.
sorry, correct me if I'm wrong. Titans are the only 0-3 team in the NFL.
Um,
Oh,
Cincy has
sorry.
a chance to be.
Since he has
Has
a
a
best.
chance.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
And Jaguars have a chance as well.
Oh, sorry,
There's
sorry.
yeah.
Yeah, I
So
wasn't thinking about
yeah.
that. Yeah, but it seems like the Titans, they they're working it out. I I've seen
They're
them winning
there.
games this season. I
It's
don't see them winning two
I
or three
agree.
games.
No.
Um, yeah, I
It's
think they're
just the
gonna.
high leverage plays that they're losing, right? These will to thrill pick sixes are not helping, and then they're driving down in the end zone, and then they're not getting six, and they're just settling for three or fourth and out. And I see them, they're getting 1.5 next week in Miami. I don't know. That's game I'll be teasing up. I will not be betting probably straight up, but yeah, I think they're better than an 0-3 team, so we might be getting some value next week on them. But all in all, a wild week, more upsets, early slate, late slate, Eagles, big victory, 2-1. We'll be hopefully leading the division after this week. Dallas is 1-2. Saints are 2-1. Buccaneers are 2-1. And I think Texans are 2-1. So there's a big tie there. And your Panthers 1-2. So
Parity, man,
we're looking
parity
forward
rearing
to
its
the
ugly head this week.
yeah, we're looking forward to the Sunday night recap. We got coming up KC,
Ooh,
ATL, Patrick Mahomes facing Kirk Cousins. So we'll be back for that. And then we'll be back on Monday night, doubleheader recap. So that'll be a busy one. So yeah, we want to thank everyone tuning in. Please like and subscribe, and we're going to hit you up next time. SNS Pigskin Picks. Later, y'all.